Welcome to our deep dive into PetMed Express Inc., ticker symbol PETS, following an extraordinary trading session on December 11, 2025. In this video, we'll break down the technical analysis behind PET's explosive rally, examine the signals for a potential trend reversal, and discuss what traders and investors should watch next. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just curious about this dramatic move, we'll guide you through the key data, indicators, and strategic considerations. Let's start by setting the stage with a general overview of the recent price action and why this moment could mark a turning point for pets. Pets closed at $3.14, a significant milestone after a prolonged downtrend. This price level brings the stock right up to its 200-day simple moving average SMA 200, which sits at $3.15. The 200-day SMA is widely regarded as the dividing line between bear and bull markets. Closing just below this level after such a long period of weakness signals a major shift in momentum. This could be the first sign of a long-term trend reversal, making this moment especially important for both traders and investors monitoring pets. The most eye-catching aspect of Pet's trading session was its massive daily return of 77.4%. The stock rocketed from the $1.77 range to $3.14 in just one day. Accompanying this price surge was an extraordinary spike in trading volume. 95.46 million shares changed hands, compared to just 110,000 shares the previous day. This represents a volume growth rate of 542%, suggesting either heavy institutional buying or a dramatic short squeeze. Such volume is rarely seen and often marks a pivotal moment in a stock's story. To further confirm the significance of this volume spike, we look at the volume ratio, 20, which stands at 19.1. This is an exceptionally high reading, reinforcing that the trading activity was not just a fluke. Such a ratio underscores the presence of strong hands in the market, possibly institutions or aggressive traders, and highlights the exceptional nature of the day's trading. When volume ratios reach these levels, it often signals a major shift in market sentiment and can precede further volatility. Pet's price action has decisively crossed above all short and medium-term moving averages. The stock is now well above its 5-day SMA $1.95 and 20-day SMA $1.81, showing intense short-term strength. Most importantly, it's testing the 200-day SMA at $3.15. A confirmed close above this level would technically end the long-term downtrend and could trigger what traders call a golden cross, a classic bullish signal. This is a critical technical juncture for PETS. The short-term technicals are overwhelmingly positive. Pets is trading far above its short-term moving averages, which typically signals strong buying interest and momentum. This kind of price action often attracts momentum traders and can lead to further upside if the move is sustained. However, it's important to remember that such rapid gains can also invite profit-taking and increased volatility in the sessions that follow. The 200-day simple moving average is a crucial technical level. Pets is now testing this line at $3.15. Historically, the 200-day SMA acts as a battleground between bulls and bears. If Pets can close and hold above this level, it would mark a technical end to the long-term downtrend and could attract longer-term investors back into the stock. This is the primary level to watch in the coming days. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, for PETS is at 75.1, which places it firmly in overbought territory. Normally, an RSI above 70 suggests a stock may be due for a pullback. However, in the context of such a massive breakout, an overbought RSI can also indicate the start of a new bullish phase rather than immediate exhaustion. It's a sign of strong buying pressure, but also a warning to be cautious. The MACD, Moving Average Convergence Divergence, for PETS is still slightly negative reflecting the lagging nature of this indicator after a long downtrend. However, the MACD histogram is positive at 0.118, showing that momentum is shifting rapidly upwards. This combination suggests that while the overall trend is just beginning to turn, the underlying momentum is already building strongly in favor of the bulls. Oscillators are flashing extreme readings for Pets. The stock RSI is maxed out at 100, confirming the stock's extreme momentum and overbought condition. The Momentum 10 indicator is also positive at 1.37, reflecting the sheer speed of the price increase. These indicators reinforce the idea that PETS is in the midst of a historic move, but also that caution is warranted as such extremes can precede sharp reversals. Pets has shattered the upper Bollinger Band, with the price at $3.14 compared to the upper band at $2.46. The percent B position is an extreme 151.5, which is highly unusual and confirms a volatility explosion. The true volatility NATR is also elevated at 8.03. Such a breakout is rare and signals that the stock is experiencing a historic surge in both price and volatility. Money flow indicators are confirming the strength of this rally. The Chaikin AD oscillator, ADOSC, is strongly positive at 11.89 million, indicating massive accumulation during the breakout. The on-balance volume OBV has also jumped to 76.2 million, showing that the price move is fully supported by volume and money flow. These readings suggest that the rally is not just speculative, but backed by real buying interest. A look at linear regression analysis reveals just how extraordinary this move is. The model predicts a price of $1.84 based on the previous trend, but Pets is trading at $3.14, a deviation of 71%. This huge gap highlights that the stock has broken its statistical correlation with its recent past behavior, often a sign of a new narrative or catalyst taking hold in the market. Support and resistance levels are crucial for planning trades. Pets closed above its calculated pivot point of $3. The immediate resistance is the 200-day SMA at $3.15. If the stock can break and hold above this level, the next resistance is at $3.60. On the downside, immediate support lies at $2.54 and the upper Bollinger Band at $2.46. These levels will be key for traders looking to manage risk and identify entry or exit points. Given the extreme volatility and overbought technicals, chasing Pets at these levels carries significant risk of a pullback. However, a sustained break above $3.15 would be a very bullish long-term signal. Traders might look for consolidation above $2.50 as a safer entry point, while existing holders should consider using trailing stops to protect their gains. The primary level to watch remains $3.15, as it will likely determine the next major move. Let's pause to define a key technical concept: the moving average. In stock analysis, a moving average smooths out price data to identify trends over a specific period. The 200-day simple moving average (SMA) is especially important as it's widely used to distinguish between long-term bull and bear markets. When a stock crosses above its 200-day SMA, it's often seen as a bullish signal, while a move below can indicate weakness. Another important concept is the Relative Strength Index, or RSI. RSI measures the speed and change of price movements on a scale from 0 to 100. Readings above 70 are considered overbought, suggesting a stock may be due for a pullback, while readings below 30 are oversold. However, in strong uptrends, overbought readings can persist as momentum builds. Bollinger Bands are a popular volatility indicator in technical analysis. They consist of a middle band, usually a moving average, and two outer bands set a certain number of standard deviations away. When a stock price breaks above the upper band, it signals extreme volatility and can indicate a breakout or reversal. Pets move above its upper Bollinger Band is a textbook example of a volatility explosion. To visualize Pets' explosive breakout, imagine a price chart with the 5-day, 20-day, and 200-day SMAs as well as the Bollinger Bands. The price line surges from below all moving averages to shatter the upper Bollinger Band and test the 200-day SMA. This schematic captures the essence of a technical breakout and the convergence of multiple bullish signals. Let's illustrate the key support and resistance levels for Pets. On a simplified price chart, mark the current price, the immediate resistance at $3.15, SMA 200, next resistance at $3.60, and support levels at $2.54 and $2.46. This schematic helps traders quickly visualize where the stock might encounter buying or selling pressure. In summary, PETS has delivered a monster breakout, nearly doubling in value on historic volume. The stock is now at a critical technical crossroads, testing its 200-day SMA and flashing both opportunity and risk. While the technicals are extremely bullish, the volatility and overbought readings mean traders should proceed with caution. Watch for a sustained break above $3.15 for confirmation of a long-term trend reversal, and use risk management tools like trailing stops to protect gains. Stay tuned for further updates as this story unfolds.